Hi guys, welcome back. So I have done a ton of research into all the best bags that are happening right now. I wasn't even sure of the video title when I was first doing my research, but I was overwhelmingly just so unimpressed with so many of the traditional bag brands and what they're coming out with. And all of my favorite styles pretty much came from newer bag brands. And they all kind of had that quiet luxury vibe, and they were all actually okay priced as well, which is how the idea of this video came about. This also kind of acts as a wish list because I'm not gonna lie, the bags that I don't own from this list, I kind of want them all. So this is kind of a roundup and kind of my wish list, but I'm going to be going through the styles. I hope you guys enjoy this, and let's get started. I did quickly want to let you guys know as well that My Teresa have gone live with their daily candy offer. They run this every single year and it's the funnest promo. So basically a set number of items go on sale for 24 hours only. Once that 24 hours is up, the items go back to full price and a new set of items are then discounted for the next 24 hours. I check every single day what's included. They have some really good items, everything from bags to shoes to clothing, new season items too, and the discounts are usually between 20 and 40% off. So definitely a good one. You can just bookmark the page as well. I will link the landing page down below. You just refresh it and it will show you the new items for each day. So I will leave all the details if you wanted to check that out, but it's definitely a fun one to shop. So the first bag on my list is the Toddy Micro bag, and obviously I'm a little biased because I own this bag myself, but again, there's not really a bag on this list which isn't either in my possession or on my wish list because I love them all. This I just thought was the most stunning style. It was an instant love at first sight. Tod's has never really been on my radar for bags. I own a pair of shoes from them and they are mostly famous, I feel like, for their driving loafers, but I never really considered them seriously for bags until I saw this, and this is the bag that changed everything for me. It came beautifully packaged. It had its own kind of huge orange box, came with its dust bag, like really immaculately done. And the craftsmanship is just so stunning. I feel like considering the quality that you're getting, it's pretty well priced. It's still absolutely a luxury bag. It's priced at a luxury standpoint. But when I look at other price points from, Saint Laurent and Louis Vuitton and Dior and Chanel, like this just feels like a bargain, it feels very, very well priced. I love all the little details. So the T-lock, it just opens like so, and it took me a second to figure out how to open it, but you just lift the clasp like so and it pops open. Very, very satisfying. Opens up like so. I've had no creasing so far either, which I'm happy about. And then on the inside is a beautiful soft suede lining. Nice wide open space, so no dividers which limit your capacity. You just have a one pocket right there at the back and a little pocket right there on the front too. Very simple. It also has contrast stitching as well, and to be honest, I'm very rarely a fan of contrast stitching. I feel like here it just works. It makes it look very classic. The gold hardware is a brushed gold as well, and it just goes kind of perfectly. This one comes in the white and also the black as well. For me, this was the most luxurious color combination. I felt like it looked very classic. But I think probably my favorite thing about it is the incredibly clever strap. So you can wear it doubled up like so, but you can also lengthen it to wear as a long crossbody as well. But what's really clever is how they've done the adjustable fastening. So the way that it opens is it has a little clasp right there that you just lift up, and then it is just a simple almost belt buckle like fastening. So then you just adjust it to how you want. So you can move it up or down, but because you have that little bit of hardware fastening, it just makes it look so seamless. It hides the fact that it is adjustable too, and it just makes it look so smart. It's very clean, very easy to use, and I just think it's fantastic, and it's little details like that that really make it feel so elevated and so much more expensive than I was expecting. You do also have that contrast stitching running all the way through the base as well, and this one is a little bit more exaggerated, and you even have that T shape right there. Again, just that little attention to detail that makes it feel so well thought out and just beautifully designed. I also feel like it just kind of goes with everything, and I said this before, but all my issues with the Celine Triomphe I feel like are completely fixed with this. This is just a really lovely size. The leather feels incredibly smooth and luxurious without being overly delicate, and I just think this is a wonderful, wonderful bag. I have been so thrilled with it, and for me this was a no-brainer for this list. I just think it is wonderful. And speaking of Todds, my next pick is the medium leather tote, and this is one that's absolutely on my wish list. In fact, I think it's in my basket right now, but I just love this. It's in that same beautiful tan leather, but this just looks like the quintessential classic smart work tote. Like, it is so gorgeous. I love the little details like the T-lock. I think it's really, really lovely. I like the fact that it feels a little bit different, like there are some design elements to it, but it still looks classic enough that you'll be able to have it in your wardrobe for decades. The limited experience I have of Todds leather has been very positive so far, so I would hope that that would carry through to their totes. And this is actually very, very well priced. Like, I can't believe it's under £1,000. It just looks like something that would be more expensive. I just love the colorway, you know, just really, really elegant. I love the tan color that they do. It's a really lovely classic shade. It's not too brown or orange, just really a lovely warm tone bag. And I just think this is beyond gorgeous. So if I do end up getting it, I will definitely share it on my channel, but I just love this. And I feel like Todds are totally nailing it with their bags, especially with the fact that they aren't pricing them too crazy. I feel like they're very aware that they're not known for their bags. They're still producing incredible quality and really focusing on their leather. The next bag on my list is the Totem TLock bag. And I have spoken before of my love for this bag style, but I truly think it's wonderful. And it does have quite a bit in common with my Todds bag in that they're both tan, they're both kind of a similar size, and they both have that contrast stitching, but they both absolutely nailed it in terms of the style. I always feel like adding tan accessories is such an easy hack to really achieving that quiet luxury look anyway. And I think this is just done so beautifully. This one has silver hardware rather than gold, and even though I'm not someone who usually goes for silver hardware, I do think it works beautifully on this bag. And I love the little design details. Like, you have that beautiful T-lock design right there. So you just turn the lock there and it pops open. And then it has a double flap design on the opening. You do have a longer strap as well, which is fully adjustable. You can also wear it as a clutch. So you can wear it a multitude of different ways. On the inside, it is just a wide open space and you can fit a ton in here. Like, it is very, very roomy, but it's also incredibly comfortable to wear because even though it is full leather, it is light as air. Like, it's a very, very lightweight bag. You do just have one pocket right there on the back and that's it. Like, it's literally so incredibly simple. It is very easy to close as well. Even though it might look like it's a little bit fiddly, it really isn't. It's just totally seamless to use. It has little bits of detail like the feet right there as well. Again, you'd think it was way more expensive than it is. I feel like I see so many bags which cost £3,000-4,000 which don't have any feet on them at all, whereas this bag is under £1,000 and they put feet on them. Like, I just think it is so great. Again, this one does come in a few different colors. I went for the tan one, which is this beautiful pebbled leather. I'm very happy I did so. This one does also come in a larger size. I tried that one on too and it is huge. So if you need a really large bag, then maybe consider that one. But for me, this is plenty big enough. And I just think it's gorgeous. It looks so good as a clutch, really nice as a crossbody. And for the price point, I just think it is wonderful. And Totem just totally nailed it with this design. And then of course, I did have a look at Totem's other styles, and by far my favorite is their beautiful suede shoulder bag. And suede shoulder bags are a huge trend this season. I think this is such a beautiful version. It's also under £1,000, which is really good because I feel like suede bags are often priced really quite high. This one just looks so incredibly luxurious though. It is certainly more of an oversized style, so it really is quite large, but because of that, you have that beautiful slouchiness. This comes in a few different colors, including a dark gray, which I think is my favorite shade. It's just gorgeous. It very much gives me the Row vibes without their insane price tags, because the Row bags can be many, many thousands of pounds, whereas this is under 1,000. It still looks just as luxurious, in my opinion, as the Row styles. And I just love everything about this. You have a little bit of detailing with the buckle as well, but apart from that, this is just quite luxury in a bag. I think it is so gorgeous and I am just a huge fan of what Totem are doing right now. Next up is a bag from a new designer. This is where I got my suede bag from and I still don't know how to say the name, but I'm gonna give it a go. I'm going with Esther Ecme. If you know, please let me know because that was my total guess, but I'll put it on screen. It's a fairly new bag designer, but their styles are really, really beautiful. They are very minimal, very classic looking and very streamlined. So they are doing a lot of suede styles, but they're also doing a lot of smaller styles, which are just very elegant in their silhouettes. I have a lot of favorites from their line at the moment. Like, it's really difficult to pick, but one in particular that caught my eye was their Demi Loon bag. bag, and this is basically kind of a half moon design but with a square base, but the design actually creeps into the shoulder bag, so it is incredibly clever. It's also very, very streamlined. I just think this looks fantastic. They do this in a few different options and variations. My favorite is probably the chocolate brown shade. I'm loving all things chocolate brown at the moment. And this is just such an elegant, gorgeous bag. Again, it's kind of given me the Row vibes, but at a much more affordable price point. I've been super impressed with the quality in my Suede bag. Like, I would think it was way more expensive than it actually was. Again, not super cheap, but certainly not thousands. And I think this is such a beautiful design, but to be honest, this whole bag line at the moment is a favorite. I just think it's so elegant and really embodies quiet luxury without a completely crazy price tag. Next up is the Dior Montreal bag, and this comes in a few different sizes. The nano one has been worn by none other than Kate Middleton, and not only has she worn this bag, but she also owns it in multiple colors. That's how much she loves it. And is there anything more quiet luxury than a literal member of the royal family? Clearly, she's a fan. I do think it's a beautiful design, and what's wonderful about this is that, you know, if you know bags, you know it. It has that really distinctive Demelier hardware, but it's not too in your face, it's not too loud. It just looks very elegant and streamlined. And I just think this is gorgeous. So this is definitely another one that's on my wish list. I would say I am leaning more towards the midi one just because the nano one is so cute, but it looks very tiny. And you know, if you're a princess, it's one thing. You don't need to carry anything. Sadly, I'm not a princess and I do need to carry things. If you do own this bag, please let me know what you can fit in it below. Can you do a phone, card holder? That's the one thing stopping me, but otherwise, I'm leaning more towards the midi size, which also comes in so many beautiful colors, but I think this is a stunning design and really just so incredibly elegant looking at a really good price point too. And then my next pick is a new to me bag, which is my Dior New York tote. So this is in the midi size. I mentioned in a previous video, I was trying to figure out which one to go for. So I did go for the brown suede. I snapped this up for, you know, the seconds that it was available online. It sold really quickly, but I do think it's available for pre-order now. I am so happy with this. It's absolutely stunning. I did order two different styles. So I ordered the midi and then also the larger one in the black croc. To be honest, I want both. Like, they're both really nice. I forced myself to return the other one, but I might wait to see if there's an offer for Black Friday or something like that because I do think that's really lovely. But I'm very happy with this one. I think it is so lovely. And when I asked in my video if anyone had any thoughts about this bag, overwhelmingly, I only got very positive feedback from the people that have owned this. Like, I heard rave things, which, to be honest, kind of surprised me because often I hear kind of mixed opinions about Demelier quality, but actually this bag pretty much only had positive feedback. So I'm very excited about it. I haven't had a chance to use it yet. I've only been back in the UK for, you know, a short amount of time, but I think this is just gorgeous. It has that beautiful gold hardware right there. Very roomy, even though it's a midi size, like it can fit a huge amount. Fabric lining, but that does mean it's quite lightweight as well. I like the fact that it does have a strap. The strap feels a little bit thin, if I'm honest, for a tote this size, so I'll wait and see if I have any issues in terms of that, but I'm hopeful that I won't. The suede looks to be very nice quality. It's not an overly kind of plushy suede, so I think that's probably going to help the wear and tear, but I'm certainly going to keep an eye on it. It does have nice little gold feet too, Demelier logo there. And I just think this is really lovely. So definitely another quiet luxury tote for me. I think it's a really beautiful design, very distinctive, but at the same time, not too loud. And yeah, just super happy with this and absolutely a no-brainer for my list. And then last but not least, I have the Stracci mosaic bag on my list as well. And this is another one that I've been eyeing up. I think it's gorgeous. And this one comes in two sizes, I believe. So there's like a medium size one and then a nano one again. Again, I'm deciding between the two. So if anyone has experienced this bag, please let me know which one you have and your thoughts on it below. I love this. I think it is so beautiful and very similar to the Demelier styles I mentioned. It kind of is like an in the know bag, and that if you are really into bags, you love them, then you might well recognize this, but it's not overly loud. There are no flashy logos or anything like that. It just looks very streamlined and very classic. And the leather quality looks to be very, very nice as well. It is more of a soft leather, so I do think you might see a little bit of wear over time, but I think if you're going for that kind of leather, that's just part of the bag. I think this is so lovely. I love the little hardware accent as well. This one is only decorative on this bag, so it's not a functional hardware, but I really do think it makes the design feel so special. And I just love this. The only thing that I'm really struggling with, apart from the size, is the color, because they come in so many beautiful colors. I'm not sure if it's going to go on sale for Black Friday, so I might wait until then, but I just love the design, really elegant, so classic, and just a really good price point for something that looks as classic and elegant as it does. So that wraps up this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with my list in the comments section. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up, and as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.